I told you don't touch that dial. We're back-to-back championship games. Just came from the 18U championship game between 405 Hustle Inc. and Okie Takeover. Now we have the 14U championship between Iowa Flex and trying to think of the name. I can't draw the blank right there.
OKC Elite.
Yeah, OKC Elite. But we'll get right into this game right here as quarterback Jaka Newton will snap the ball. He throws it to his receiver. That's a big target right there. Number 5, that's Donovan King.
Well, Iowa Flex is no stranger to the DR7 circuit. Shout out to those guys for making the trip down I-35 to this particular tournament here in OKC. What a tournament it has been. Shout out to Hustle Inc. They get their second championship on the 2025 DR7 circuit. But now Iowa Flex is looking to flex their muscles and get in the 14U ranks and punch their ticket to the crown.
Another throw, strong catch by the receiver. That's number 8, Devontae Zizi on the catch right there. And Jaka Newton is 2 for 2 on this drive.
Now, Donovan King is a guy I've had a chance to see on last year's CJ for Iowa Flex. He's going to be a guy that you want to see get the football in his hands. Great catch by ZZ to absorb the contact and make the catch, as you can see inside the huddle of the Iowa Flex offense.
2 for 2 on this drive. Jaka Newton snapping the ball from the 25-yard line. First and goal. He's throwing over the middle, and that was a dangerous throw, and it'll be intercepted by OKC Elite, and he has a chance to turn it in for 6. And we'll see. We'll get some confirmation by the ref, and it will be 6 points for OKC Elite. And they'll get on the board first with a pick 6.
The OKC Elite defense flexes their muscles with a pick 6. What speed and acceleration as we look here on the replay off of the ricochet. And it's 6. He's going to the house with it.
Really good ball skills by the OKC Elite defender right there. And their first drive will be after they even got points on the board. We'll get a first chance to look at their quarterback from an extra point. And this is number 20, Ethan Griffith, on an extra point from 1 yard out. And that ball will be intercepted by Jaka Newton, but it will be no points involved right there. OKC Elite up 6-0. And like I said before, you'll get a chance here to see Jaka Newton and the Iowa Flex offense once again.
Now, this is the big thing about being able to travel around the country for these teams on the DR7 circuit. Iowa Flex is from the Midwest. You got OKC, which is right in this particular area, the OKC Elite Squad. But you don't get a chance to see this. You know, we'll take it at the high school ranks. This level of competition on a Friday night, this is great exposure for these kids.
Great exposure indeed as you get a chance to see Jaka Newton on his second drive of the day. Throwing over the middle of the field, and he'll connect with his receiver. And that'll be enough to move the sticks. Pick up a first down about the 23-yard line right there. Really good ball by Jaka Newton.
Well, Newton looks like he has a live arm there, CJ. He's able to go through his progressions very quickly. He makes a great throw in traffic to his receiver, who located inside the red zone there, inside the middle of the field.
Newton dropping back, looking to the left of the side of the field. Just going to be a quick check down to his receiver and pick up about 2 to 3 yards on that play. Be from the 18-yard line, second and about 7 to pick up another first down.
Well, as you look inside the huddle, the Iowa Flex offensive team is really, really taking their time. I like his patience and his ability to take the check downs. Right now, they're still trying to feel this out. It's early in the game, 20 minutes and change, 14U championship.
Newton dropping back, looking over the field, pump faking. It'd be another check down to his receiver, number 9, his second catch of this drive right here.
Absolutely. Newton seems to understand this offense very well, CJ. He's taking what he's getting, not forcing it downfield, and he's making connections with guys to move the sticks.
See right here on the DR7 replay, Newton just kind of pump faking, getting it, like you mentioned, Mark, taking what the defense gives him. He's in no rush, had an interception last drive, but that's not affecting his confidence. He was 2 for 3 on his last drive, and now he's been 3 for 3 on this drive, starting at the 10-yard line. First and goal, connecting with his receiver, number 1 there to pick up about 5 yards. It's first and goal in the low red zone at the 5-yard line. 4 passes in a row for Jaka Newton so far.
Absolutely, this is what you need. You need to punch this one in for Iowa Flex. Right now, these guys know that they have the opportunity to get 6 and get on the board and possibly take the lead.
You can tell by the confidence by Jaka Newton that he's displaying right now that inside this drive is 6 points or nothing for them, as they will get it in at the 1-yard line shy. That'll be number 5 right there, Donovan King. It'll be second and goal from the 1-yard line, and that's now 5 passes in a row for Mr. Jaka Newton.
He's starting to heat up. I think that you can see that he has a connection with his receivers and the offense, and right now they're trying to punch this one in.
Like you said, Mark, trying to punch it in right here. Second and goal from the 1-yard line. You have to think that they'll try to use one of those big-bodied receivers, either Donovan King or Devontae Zizi, excuse me. And they will go to Donovan King for a touchdown, and that was an easy pitch and catch right there, just flipping it right there in front of him. Iowa Flex get on the board. It's 6-6, and we'll see what the Iowa Flex coach will do here. Will they go for 2 or 1 point right here?
Well, King shows that he's one of those top-flight receivers. As you can look at this guy, he's got a long, lean, athletic frame. He's a guy that can get open, and he really palms the football. You can see his hands are large. He's got a big catch radius. I like what I'm seeing from King so far today.
King at the top of the screen right here. Newton looking opposite in his direction, but it won't matter anyway. That 1-point conversion will be good. And Iowa Flex now up 7-6 with 18 minutes and counting in this ball game.
Well, we talked about this on yesterday, and it's crucial for today. As you can see, Newton going in for the extra point here. Extra points mean something, especially coming down in this championship game with OKC Elite and Iowa Flex. They go up 7-6. You have to take advantage of your opportunities when you get them.
After that first interception that Jaka threw, he is now 6 for 6, leading that drive to a score. So this will be the first time that we get a chance to see OKC Elite's quarterback, and it looked like that's number 5, Liam Howerton. Howerton throws it to his receiver. It'll pick up about 9 yards on that play. 7 yards on that play.
Well, this is the first opportunity they have to get the offense on the field. They got a pick 6 to get on the board earlier. Let's see how Howerton comes out. I like that first throw. As you can see, right inside the huddle.
Howerton dropping back, looking right, all the way right, just out of the outstretched arms of Ford Becking, the receiver right there. That game would have picked up a first down, but now it'll be second and about 8 yards to go to pick up a first down for OKC Elite.
Well, he made the right decision, just a little high. I thought that he showed that he can really hum it in there, just a little high and outside. But this is a crucial down here. Can they make the first down, or does Iowa Flex get off the field defensively?
Howerton dropping back, looking all the way down the field. He has a man open, and it's tipped at the last minute. Really good defensive play there by Iowa Flex defender, and that'll be a turnover on downs for Iowa Flex, and 2 points headed their direction.
Well, that's why defense wins championships, and the DB there made a great play, number 3 for Iowa Flex, as he gets his hands on the football to turn the OKC Elite offense and get them off the field. That's 2 points for the defense.
Man, really good defensive play right there to put his hand in the receiver's face. As you see right here on the DR7 replay, Liam Howerton chucking it down the field, had a man beat, but then the receiver just couldn't get it because of that outstretched arm. Jaka pitch and catch right in front of his face right there to his receiver number 1, and hasn't missed a pass in probably the last 5 minutes. That's now 7 for 7 for Newton.
Well, he seems to understand how to throw his receivers open, CJ. He's really, really doing a great job of making decisions quickly. Remember, in this particular 7-on-7 space with DR Sports, you only have 4 seconds to get the football out of his hands, and he's making those reads quickly and going through his progressions quickly to make complete passes.
Newton, second down for Iowa. And he's going all the way deep, and he got his man, and that's a touchdown for our flex. Really pretty deep ball by Jaka Newton, and he is on fire. And so is our flex.
Hit them with that flex. Hit them with that flex. That's what they're doing. Iowa flex is really, really flexing their muscles. As you can see, the deep ball with great touch. And he
Man,
strikes for 6. Iowa Flex. Listen, this is not anything new to the DR7 circuit. Iowa Flex has been one of those programs that has been successful. Can they punch their ticket to the crown? Well, we will see here as this one goes on along. We got about 14 minutes and change left here. Iowa Flex 15-6 over OKC Elite.
Newton and our flex electing to go for 1 point here to extend their lead to possibly 10. Like you said, Mark, under 15 minutes left to go in this 14U championship game.
Now remember here, CJ, extra points are important. They got to cash in here. Lots of time left.
Newton looking to the right, over the middle, and it'll be batted down by the OKC Elite defender, and the score will remain 15-6.
That looked like Ethan Griffin got a hand on that one. Also plays on the offensive side as one of the quarterbacks for OKC Elite. They have to get this offense going. They got a little stagnant there. They also, they scored their points on the defensive side of the ball. This offense hasn't been, in the red zone or got to pay dirt yet, and it looks like Griffin's going to take the ball on this series.
Good eyes, Mark, because I was just about to say that. Look like we have a quarterback switch right here. They're going to go with Ethan Griffith on the next drive and see if they can create some type of spark for OKC Elite. Griffith dropping back. Nice looking arm right there, and he'll get it to number 2, the top target for OKC Elite, and that'll be enough to pick up a first down. It's about, we'll mark it at the 22-yard line for OKC Elite.
Good look at Ethan Griffin there. Stout build, long arms. We saw him make that play on the defensive side of the football. Now we see him, threading the needle inside the defense. This guy looks like a phenomenal athlete.
Definitely that, Mark. Griffith dropping back. Quick pass, but dropped by his receiver, and it'll bring up second down here. And OKC Elite is in danger of turning the ball over right here. Just picked up a first down, crossing the 25-yard line. They'll have to get to the 10-yard line to pick up another first down. They're currently at the 22-yard line, so 12 yards before they can pick up another first down. As Griffith snaps the ball, looking to his left, taking it short to his target, number 3, and that'll be a completion for a short yard. Call it about 4 yards at the 19-yard line. They'll need to get 9 more yards to get this first down.
Absolutely, I like what they're doing offensively, CJ. This is a crucial drive. They have to punch this in and pay dirt. Their defense has been on the field a lot here, and you want to get these points that they needed to stay in this game.
Griffith looking over to his guy, but he overshots him kind of on the back side of his shoulder, wanted to get it on the front side to lead him into that number 10 or that hash yard line, and it'll be a turnover on downs, and that'll be 2 points for Iowa Flex, making it 17-6 with under 12 minutes to go.
Well, defensively, Iowa Flex has shown that they can make plays and get the OKC Elite offense off the field. This is an important defensive stand for OKC Elite. Can they stop the Flex offense?
Well, the story of the game right now has been the completions for Jaka Newton and his receivers right there. As you see, number 5, big number 5, Donovan King on the reception, and that'll make another pass being completed by Mr. Newton.
Well, King is showing that he's going to be one of the better players in his class in the state of Iowa. He's got the athleticism. He's got great hands, a large catch radius, and he understands how to get open. And he flips that on the defensive side and shows great ball skills and instincts to make plays on the football. I really like his skill set.
Jaka Newton snaps the ball, looking right, looking deep. Actually, he got a man open, and does he get it? Does he complete it? It's a catch and touchdown. That is another touchdown for Mr. Jaka Newton, his second touchdown pass of the day. He's 10 for 10. He's on fire, Mark.
Hey, listen, Newton is doing his thing. This guy, as you can see on the replay, he looks down the middle of the field. He sees him streaking, and he puts it right on the money for 6.
Really beautiful ball right there by Jaka Newton of unofficial DR7 stats, 10 for 11. 10 for 11 for Newton. This is his fourth drive, and it is a 23-6 lead right now for our flex, pending the extra point. Head topper for Mr. King, and he's looking like one right there on that catch. I can't say much more than that. That is crazy.
Just crowned him. Could he be making an appearance at the Crown
Good
MVP
lead up.
Bowl?
My God. Donovan King making it look easy right there.
King has my vote for the MVP Bowl.
That's all I got to say. You don't have to say nothing else.
Yeah, I think he could play up.
Only 14 years old. We're getting it behind the scenes from our guys, media guys and things. So Donovan King, one of those players that definitely is on the rise and could play up. 15 years old. Look at that, skying up for that catch, boxing the defender out. My God, look at that.
Showing the extension, the strength to, kind of ward off the defender hanging on his hip. And you can look and see that this guy is ready for Friday nights. I'd be interested to see, where he is ranked or, where he sits in his class in the state of Iowa. This is a guy that college coaches are going to be tapping on his doorstep pretty soon.
And we'll have another quarterback switch going back with Liam Howerton as he gets a completion to his receiver, Ford Becking. And that'll pick up a nice chunk of change right there. Was first down, and they'll pick up another first down sitting on the 8-yard line. So, hey, Howerton saying, hey, don't forget about us. We're trying to – this game's not over yet. We have a whole 8 minutes left to go in this ball game, and we're right here in the low red zone trying to punch this in for a score. Howerton looking to the left out of the outstretched arms of his receiver, number 27 right there.
Well, got to punch this one in, OKC Elite. This is a crucial drive. If they don't get points here, Iowa Flex is going to move in to possibly punching their ticket to the Crown. Here, we're about a month out, CJ, to the Crown at the Villages, April 12th and 13th. Definitely, when you punch your ticket to the Crown, you have the opportunity to win a paid bid in 2026 to play wherever DR Sports pulls up.
Howerton looking over the middle of the field right there, and it'll be dropped by his receiver, and it'll bring up third down. And now you have to think that where do you go with the ball if you're OKC Elite right now? You've kind of exhausted a lot of options down here in the low red zone, and you're looking to punch it in and make this a tighter ball game as we're inching closer to that medium mark, under 5 minutes, under around 7 minutes to go in the game. Howerton dropping back, looking over the middle once again, and it'll be incomplete. And that'll be a turnover on downs and 2 points going towards our Flex way, and it'll be our Flex up 26-6.
Well, this has been a potent offense, and they look to strike deep. The offense has really been in sync, and that's because of that guy, Mr. Newton, number one. He's showing that he is an athletic quarterback that can make the big plays with his arm. And then he lines up on the defense, and he's a shutdown corner. I really like what he's done here, and he's opened some eyes, as you can see, right into the huddle as they break it. Do they take a deep shot here? We'll see.
Going back to one of those bigger targets for himself, Devontae Zizi. That'll be another completed pass. He's now 11 for 12. The only pass that was incomplete was the interception in the first drive, and that was a tip ball. So other than that, Mr. Jocka Newton has been pretty much flawless in this 14U championship game.
Absolutely. He's showing that he can make big plays on both sides of the ball, CJ. And that's what you're looking for. You want to be able to see that versatility. And he's getting some work here on his quarterback game as well.
Newton dropping back, looking left, has a man wide open, and he drops it in that window. Crucial drop for our Flex. We're approaching 6 minutes to go left in this ball game. It'll be second down and about 5 yards to go to pick up another first down.
Well, listen. If I'm the OKC Elite defense, I need to get the football back in my offense's hands. Preferably an interception or a pick six, but they can get two and keep themselves from being out of this picture in this 14U championship.
Third down here, right over the middle, and it'll be caught. It won't matter. It'll pick up another first down right here. And it's easy pitch and catch by Jocka Newton and his receiver. They're on the same page right there, and they're down about the 12-yard line.
Well, Newton shows great patience in waiting for the receiver to clear and get through some of the muddied up traffic in the middle of the field. But these guys offensively have been in sync. As you can see, a good shot of Newton in the huddle taking some instruction. Look, Donovan King said, hey, put it up where I can get it.
You can just imagine where this ball may go to for Newton. Over the middle, it does go, and it's a speedy, easy touchdown for Six. We'll get clarification right here. Seems like a little bit of confusion. We'll see, and it's been declared a touchdown. So Newton is now mercy ruled, and I believe that
Iowa flex.
Iowa Flex will get this championship victory, and it'll be 32-6.
Iowa Flex has punched their ticket to the crown. Congratulations to those guys. We will see you in April at the Villages Complex down in the state of Florida, Sunshine State. Iowa Flex with a big victory over OKC Elite to punch their ticket to the crown, CJ. A masterful job of what these guys did on Crown Sunday. Again, it's about what you do on Sunday, not what you do on Saturday necessary. That's kind of like just finding out, just it's almost like scouting to see how you're going to line up. And you can see that these guys offensively, as they celebrate on the field, showing off some of that athleticism that we saw on the field. Newton really got hot towards the end, as you saw what he was doing with the football. The final score 32-6 as Iowa Flex punched their ticket to the crown.
Final thoughts here. Jocka Newton really balling out here today, going unofficial per DR7 stats, 13 for 15, 3 touchdowns on the day. You can tell, man, like he was just excellent all day long, throwing the ball downfield, making drives and things like that. So he's really one of those quarterbacks in the 14U ranks that we'll have to keep an eye out on, definitely for you, Mark, as being one of those platform guys for us.
Well, I think this gives an opportunity for those guys to showcase themselves on a big stage like this. Again, another one of those states nationally, maybe not high on the recruiting scene, but you're definitely going to see a kid like Donovan King that's going to start to climb up some of these recruiting rankings. I think that Newton showed that he's a guy, in the future that we'll be seeing on Friday nights in the state of Iowa. The thing about the platform, CJ, is we keep up with these guys year round, not just on Crown Sunday or through the 7-on-7 season. We'll touch back with them and we'll see their progress in the fall.
Yeah, Donovan King, one of those guys that has a really good body, really good frame to really extend and make miraculous catches. Jocka Newton having a really good day. Like I said before, going 13 for 15 on the day with 3 touchdowns. That's really good ball on both offense and defense. As you see right there, the 14U champions, Iowa Flex, getting the victory and being crowned 32-6.
I done seen them. They done got tall as me. Got tall as me. So
Let's
hey guys,
listen in
you know
to
what?
CEO Jonathan Mumphrey with the trophy presentation as Iowa Flex take the victory
so
32-6.
Bring up a couple MVPs and just congratulate you guys. This year in our inaugural MVP Bowl, we're only doing 15, 18, but we will be doing 14 in the future. So with that said, I want to bring I know the receiver number 1 with 3 touchdowns. Let him get a picture. Watch out. Always the last game. Let Lanny get a picture. You ready right there? Which way you want, Lanny? Always the last one. Let mom or whoever get pictures or whatever. Congrats. Good, Lanny? Good, mom? All right. Hey, I'm a defensive guy, so I always like defense. But when I see a defensive back and his arms down past his knees, we got to, and then he ball too. So number 3, I want to
Let's get it.
That's long arms. I love that. That's that reach.
God,
Yeah, arms back to knees.
got you, baby boy.
Hey, you guys definitely know the crown. I mean, you guys definitely have one of these. We got to get 14 teams. One team in the nation.
Yeah, and as you see right there, Iowa Flex being crowned #1 receiver that got 3 touchdowns in that game. Really a big performance as he's kind of scooted in for that last touchdown from Jaka Newton. And then #3, really big performance by him as well on the defensive side. Only held this OKC group to only a score of 6 points. So final thoughts, Mark.
Well, I think that you saw a coming of age of some guys that are going to be on some recruiting radars in the state of Iowa with this Iowa Flex team. The Iowa Flex, shout out to the organization. Those guys have been prominent on the DR Sports or dedication or DR7 7-on-7 space here the last, I would say, 3 or 4 years that we've been in existence.
Yep.
I think that this is a time that in the offseason where you start to see these guys kind of separate. You know, we got some guys that got an MVP performance, as you can see the guys celebrating there. That'll make that trip back to Iowa so much sweeter.
A lot sweeter.
So much sweeter as those guys go back with the dub, with the win, and they punch their ticket to the crown in the state of Florida at the Villages Complex.
Iowa Flex, your 14U champions. They get the victory over OKC Elite. As you see right here, the road to the crown going back to the Midwest area in Edwardsville, Illinois, and then we'll be in Fort Worth, Texas. Double back to Louisiana, and then April 12th through the 13th. You know what it's talking about. The crown held in the Villages, April 12th and 13th right there. Can't wait for that. Little less than a month away, exactly about 3 weeks away here. And then the game before the game, the Crown MVP Bowl. We've seen a lot of MVPs. Cruz Campbell being one of those guys. A lot of the 405 Hustle Inc. guys on that team, both Jalen and Jordan Lane being both of those guys that'll be at the MVP Bowl. But yeah, it's been a really good time here, and we still got more action to go. We still got 2 more games to go, 10U at 1:30 and 15U at 2 o'clock. So Mark, anything else that you would like to add?
I'm going to shoot my shot now for Donovan King. I know he's not 15U, but I would love to see him play up in that particular MVP goal. You have to start putting these guys on a platform where they're seeing it. We're giving them the platform. I think that he could do it. But listen, don't touch that dial.
I was about to say, what about your guy you talking about bringing guys up? Maverick Owens, he can play. He might can do it. He might can do it.
I think he could, but we have to follow the rules.
Yeah, right. We got to be official.
I'm shooting my shot.
Got to put the tie on. But like you said, Mark, don't touch that dial, man. We got the 10U championship coming up. A little bit off of maybe around about 140 or so like that. But don't touch that dial. We'll be right back with more DR Sports.
You already got it? Got your coach's fee or?